Breaking news, Sky 5 over a pursuit in Glendora. You see it at slow speeds and a pit maneuver. Tim Lynn with the call in Sky 5.
Yeah, this is all started by San Bernardino PD, and you see the pit, and right there just shoving her way back now the wrong way on the 210, making the U-turn here at Cerritos. We're just to the east of the 605 freeway. This pursuit has been at like 45 miles an hour, weaving among lanes, just a failure to yield and then weaving around, and now they tried that pit maneuver. And you see now the speeds have picked up quite a bit now as we continue on here west on the 210 freeway. Number 4 lane here, now the speeds are going. CHP is in pursuit of it as well. They got San Bernardino sheriffs involved in this, is over following behind. Like I said, this started probably about 30 minutes ago in San Bernardino, and then it came up the 57 and picked up this 210, now westbound 210 approaching Irwindale here. And you can see it's starting to slow down and get to the right lane again as the CHP comes up on it. But it's really, at one point, just flying the mail. CHP coming back up on it, and it looks like it might getting ready for this pit maneuver. But who knows what's going to happen here as we kind of watch it here. Then the number 4 lane CHP was pretty aggressive as we came overhead. You saw that pit maneuver. But then again, that driver maintained that turn and then drove right back the wrong way on the freeway. And now you can see just kind of swinging around. We're hearing it might be a single female in the vehicle. We're kind of get a peek in there as we double in. You'll see here, see if we can see her. She's kind of moving around. They were talking about movements in the helicopter or in the car down there. You can see her kind of moving around and shaking her hands.
And changing
might
clothes.
Might be a male
Tim.
now that we're getting a better look.
Yeah,
we
have
Micah.
A clear look there at the driver either putting on a shirt on top of the one that he or she was wearing, somehow trying to change clothes in the middle of a pursuit.
And here comes a white SUV unit coming up really quick in the HOV lane. There it is, popping right in. Take a peek. I believe that might be a CHP white one. Actually, you know, it's sheriffs, so sheriffs are back up in it. And normally when this happens, the CHP will back out. They will not mingle units with a pursuit. They want the pursuit totally, and once another units get involved, they will back out completely, and that's what looks like it's happening here. So, yeah, he's taking his clothes off. So we're going to have to keep wide, and so we're going to stay a little bit wide here. We don't want to put anything on the web here that might be inappropriate. So right now, still westbound 210 coming into downtown Pasadena proper, and continuing on as they're reporting is reaching under the sea, but kind of getting knocked around by the winds that have been blowing pretty good here through the Southland, but make it a little bit easier to fly sideways. And his door is open now. You know, I don't know what he's doing. Let's see if he dumps up, but he's looking out. I don't know what he's doing. And this is, you know, if he didn't pay attention, he can hit that door and smack himself in the head with it, and it might not turn out so good for him. But right now, continuing here west on the 101.
He's very busy this afternoon. We have a lot of wind out here, a lot of stuff going on, door opening up. No time for shameless plugs right now. What is this guy doing? That's interesting. Maybe he was just checking to see if the white lines are still on the road.
And so we're just going to hold here at the 405 until that jet makes that turn. And looks like that jet's on its way in. Going to hit a car. He's just bumping a car. Now this guy, you know, just bumps a car. Oh, okay, it just jammed him in there. Oh, get him now, buddy, get him. And anyway, so man, now he's going to U-turn here and get off at go back up wrong way on the off ramp. And this will take him back. This is the transition from the southbound 405, so he's going the wrong way on the freeway. So going northbound in the southbound lanes of the 405 freeway from the 101. And next off-ramp up is Burbank Boulevard, but he's got a long ways to run now. Oh, man, hooking a U-turn right in front of this car. Traffic just speeding along here. You know, man, amazing he didn't get into an accident. If I was just going to do a pedal turn lane catch up with me. And as we come around here, and southbound 405 freeway coming up to Ventura, and you saw that. He just was westbound 101, made the left turn, or right turn, picked up that off-ramp or transition from the northbound 405 and their southbound 405 and went north, and then made the U-turn and picked up the south 405 here not getting hit. It's just amazing that he didn't get hit. And I'm looking back to see if the sheriffs, they followed him all the way through, and now they're back in behind him, man. I tell you what, I would have just said goodbye as he did that, because I wouldn't want any part of that since they got the air unit overhead. No need to do that, but they stuck with him. And so here we go, northbound or southbound 405 freeway, climbing the hill up through the Sepulveda Pass. Take us over to the west side here. And once again, freeway wide open, so he's got running room here as we work our way southbound. Wow, that's quite a dramatic move there as we made that transition from westbound 101 to that off-ramp, or actually transition from the south 405. He went the wrong way on that, wrong way on the freeway, and then hooked a U-turn right in the middle of traffic and didn't get hit. It's amazing.
PD, that's going to be the Chino Hills Police Department. They're the ones that were originally in pursuit. They handed it off to the California Highway Patrol for some time, but then they took it back over in the Pasadena area. Now, California Highway Patrol back at the helm, as it would be. You can see officers making a move right now. Here it comes. It looks like they're going to try to pin him on the freeway. And there it is. Rear bumper out. Nice little spin right there up against the curb. Now, this doesn't mean it's over. We've seen this in the past to see if those California Highway Patrol try to block him in. But that car definitely facing the wrong way right now. Maybe that engine is off. We don't know. But right now, that's the most action we've seen in a while. Don't see those reverse lights on. The car just kind of rolling. Seems like the brake lights are on. They are there. They're poised. They want to bring this thing to an end. Stolen vehicle. That's what this was all about earlier on. Don't know if he's going to try to restart it. Right now, very dangerous situation. Guns out. You can see those lights, bright lights on that driver. And that driver seeming to do the wrong thing. This is not what they want to see these suspects do, making those moves around. Looks like he's climbing into the back part of the car.
Yes.
This type of situation is not what they want. They want to see hands out. They don't know what this person has as far as a weapon. Right now, southbound 405 is where this thing came to an end. Just about, we might be just about the Lawndale area, right at the border.
Mic check for Alpha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in a cageway. It's just my mic. My mic is having a little issue. Ten-4, Jack. I'll figure it out on the way home. I apologize for that. I think we were having some audio issues earlier, so I'm just going to recap some of what you may have seen here from News Chopper 4 Alpha. This was a pursuit that was traveling southbound on the 405, just south of the 105, near the LAX area. Came to an end here near Rosecrans, actually, which is a few exits south of the 105, about 2 exits south of when the California Highway Patrol performed a pit maneuver. It ended up being a very successful one at that. The driver did not want to get out of the vehicle at first, and it is for that reason they shot some pepper balls into the car, broke the windows, and that allowed the police canine to jump in there and get the suspect out finally after a very long pursuit that started in the Chino Hills area.
New at 11, 3 pit maneuvers, wrong way turns, and a canine takedown. A man takes officers on a dangerous pursuit over several freeways for more than an hour tonight. All of it coming to a crashing end on the crowded 405 freeway in Hawthorne. NBC4's Beverly White live right now with what we're learning about that driver who is acting in a very bizarre manner inside the car tonight. Beverly.
That's right, Colleen. This stolen car chase ended right here on the 405 freeway behind us tonight with that suspected car thief in handcuffs. We spoke to the owner of the car, and he confirms it was taken from his driveway this morning, and his family is devastated. Sometime after 6 p.m., a driver in this stolen Toyota from Fontana was spotted by police in Chino Hills, an erratic moving target before the sun went down. San Bernardino sheriffs launched the pursuit and brought in the CHP, who attempted a pit maneuver on the westbound 210 in the San Gabriel Valley, miles away from where they finally got their man. The driver seen dangerously hanging out the door, possibly to check on damage, winding up on the northbound 101 near the 405, and another pit maneuver by the CHP before he made a U-turn onto the 405 going south. Near the Rosecrans exit is where the disabled car conked out. The CHP says the driver ignored all their commands and climbed in the back seat to smoke crystal meth. So they shot out the windows with non-lethal weapons and moved in with the canine. This woman saw some of the drama.
But as I was getting onto the freeway, I heard a couple of shots. I said, no way. So I guess it was the beanbags that they shot.
The CHP says Canine Officer Tez did his job. The driver, now in this SUV and ready for transport, officers confirm he's wearing an ankle monitor, on probation or parole. CHP declined to talk on camera, so our witness gets the last word.
Wow, my first time seeing a live car chase.
The CHP tells us this man in his 20s was wearing 3 sweatshirts, so the dog bites didn't do much damage to his arm. He will be checked out at a hospital tonight, and he faces multiple felonies, including evading and attempting to choke out the police dog. Reporting live in Hawthorne, I'm Beverly White, NBC4 News.